So yes, here we are, this week in Warhammer. I have some thoughts about this week, I really do. Not necessarily negative ones, but there are some weird decisions here, and I might get a little bit ranty. A little tiny bit ranty. We're going to start out with the kill team stuff, because this is the big deal thing. This is the big deal thing, and this is the first thing that's kind of got me a little bit... Not sure about this one, because this is the one where they've gone, for you, of course, definitely for you, 100% without question. They've listened to the fans. They've listened to the dedicated kill team players, and they have removed the scenery, because if it's something we know about Warhammer fans, it's they hate having extra scenery to bring their battlefields to life. So for you, of course, they've released the kill team box with just the 2 kill teams and a couple of barricades. Fine. It's striking scorpions, which is very cool. It's scouts, like new scale of scouts, which again look very nice. Not a personal interest of mine, but still very cool, undeniably so. Still getting all the tokens and rules and all the fancy extra stuff. You love to see it, you really do. The thing I'm less thrilled about is the fact that all of the scenery and the board and everything is separate, and they're trying to make it out that they're doing that for the benefit of you, the player. We're going to do you a favor and allow you to purchase these items entirely separately. And I'm sure, absolutely positively sure, that in no way, shape, or form does that in any way make it more expensive to do. There's no way that they've increased the price on either of these things. You know, they've split it down the middle. There's no way that this is a stealth price hike. Definitely not. No. Good Guy Games Workshop. And I don't know anything about this game. Still, I don't know anything about Underworlds. I played it a little bit when they did the live thing. There's some nice looking orcs. Maybe it's a good kill team gang. I don't know how to refer to these guys. All I can say is it's a nice looking little group. They're well designed models. They look cool. Hopefully they play well in a game I don't know how to play. Cards for that stuff, which is going to mean even less to me than the actual miniatures. Now to the stuff I actually do kind of know some stuff about. So this is basically just the Leviathan and starter set pieces that they're finally selling separately, for the most part. So the Von Ryan's Leapers obviously have been available for a little while now, but you had to either get the Leviathan or one of the starter sets. So these guys being able to be sold separately, quite nice. If you want to have more than just 3 of them, but you don't want to buy the entire box over and over and over again or go through eBay, cool. Now you can just get it directly from the source. Exactly the same thing with the Wing Tyrannid Prime. It really does just kind of feel like if you wanted to have one of these guys, you'd already have it. There's not much of a point of having multiple, but fine. You can now get one if you want one without buying a starter pack. And again, save the Psychophage. Nothing super crazy, magical, fantastic. It's a cool model. Again, you probably already have one, but it's a lot more applicable than is having multiple Winged Tyrannid Primes. These guys, completely understand putting these guys out separately. Have yourself a swarm. Attach them to things. Just let them run around and do crazy stuff. If you want lots of them without having to buy multiple boxes of things, I think these guys might have been exclusive to the Leviathan box. I can't remember. This, however, this is a weird one. This set includes a Screamer Killer and a Neuro Tyrant with 2 Neuraloid tokens. I know exactly why they've done this. Because the sprues, when you get them in the box, they come on 1 sprue. And only 1 sprue. So of course, they're just releasing it, because why would they ever take a little bit of time and separate them into different sprues to have the Neuro Tyrant on 1 sprue, and then sell the Screamer Killer as a multiple part plastic kit that you can give, you know, a little bit of movement to, a tiny bit of customization, just something so you don't have all of these guys that are just here out like this the entire time. Because there's people who are going to want a bunch of Screamer Killers. If you've got 3 of them that all have the same pose, that one kind of hurts. But, of course, Good Guy Games Workshop, they're giving you, as it appears, on the sprue, you are welcome, friends. I get it. I understand why they're doing this. Financially, it makes a lot of sense, but as a release, I don't like it. I just personally don't like it when they do this kind of thing. On to Horus Heresy stuff. It's a very nice looking model. I find it weird that they've released so many strange, like, just random individuals, but I'm not angry about it because they're very, very nice individual set models. That's a very handsome miniature, as is this guy. This is a very nice miniature. This is very nice. If I had myself a Thousand Suns army, I'd probably try and bring him into 40k because I really, really, really like the look of this guy. So I said about this one potentially of interest being a replacement for the ATV, the Invader ATV. It's probably the wrong scale, but I'm still slightly tempted to use it as a proxy because it just looks that a tiny bit cooler than the Invader ATV. It's got a more aggressive pose. It looks cooler, personal opinion. And we got some Blood Bowl stuff. We got the board game explicitly to play with the girls, and they've shown no interest in it, and I haven't pushed them to play it. That's on me. I need to bully my children into playing more Blood Bowl. And when I do, we can have cheerleaders and this guy with a very questionable looking sandwich. I like the goblin though. That's cool. Black Library pre-order from the 23rd of December. The Lion, Son of the Forest. Very good book. Got myself the hardback copy. Very nice book. Obviously now it's coming out in paperback because it's good when they bring them out in paperback because there's nothing worse than there only being one copy of that book being provided to your local GW and it going out of stock online immediately. Pilgrims of Fire. I'm curious about this one actually. I want to read more sister stuff because they were in Gate of Bones and I quite enjoyed the characters that were in that. Specifically the sisters, obviously. I might, maybe. I might have to look into that. I believe these are the German versions. And we have some French versions as well of different books. And we have Brutal and Cunning Special Edition. This has been out for a while, so it's very interesting that they're bringing out a limited edition after the fact. I mean, it seems like a fun book. It seems like a fun book. I cannot imagine how long it took him to do all of this, like all of these with signatures. Like, did he actually sign all of these? That's some crazy work. Some crazy work if he did. Anyway, let's do that thing where we summarize. We have the kill team. We didn't remove the scenery to make extra profit. We removed the scenery for you. We got some orcs. We got some cards, probably for orcs. We got some Von Ryan Leapers. We've got some Wingy Boy. We got some Psychic Spooky something, but I keep forgetting his lore. You thought Termagants were small. You better want more of both of them. Fancy Sneaky Boy. Couldn't be sneaky if he tried. It could still be a nice Invader ATV. Blood Bowl. Good book. Could be a good book. I don't speak these languages. I definitely don't speak that language. To that bit where once again I have no idea how to end these videos.